Hello, everyone. I am Sia. Uh, Josh is not here with me. We decided to recreate Take Back the Night, so you're getting the less hot version of the sister video due to unforeseen circumstances, and I am very upset about it. So this is all improvised. Yay! I am very upset if you haven't noticed. So let's begin. Take Back the Night was created in the early 1970s, with the first march held in 1972. In 1972, women at the University of Southern Florida donned witches' brooms and black capes, marching through campus to demand resources and safety for women. That was a quote taken from the actual website. Take Back the Night stands to help women who had been sexually assaulted, molested, raped, or been in a domestic violence situation share their stories in hopes of changing the law. In 1976, a tribunal council of women from 40-plus countries met in Belgium to advocate for the safety of women on the street. This sparked many rallies all across the world to help women shape our society to how we see it today. TBTN, over the years, has successfully created a hotline, 1-800-SHATTER, that is 1-800-SHATTER, in which helps survivors of such atrocities get the help they need to recover and seek justice. TBTN also been split to form TBTNF, which stands for Take Back the Night Feminist Movement. This is a branch that supports non-female survivors as well as females themselves. The TBTNF in 2000 had men and other gendered people march with them, as they too had been survivors of these crimes. Fun fact, TBTN has been featured in several different pieces of media, such as the movie Devil Wears Prada. It was formed as a newspaper article written by Andrea. If you know the movie, you know who that is. What else? Oh, yes. They have also been in TV shows such as The Good Wife, 13 Reasons Why, and many, many more. While TBTN had many achievements, there are still atrocities being done to women with little disregard for the consequences. Just recently, very, very recently, in fact, I would say roughly 2 weeks ago, the Biden administration added that those who identify as women are able to not be discriminated against because of their birth gender in sports and other social tidings. This means, in hindsight, women no longer have the protections they need in sports, nor need to have Title IX. This defeats the purpose of said Title IX. Title IX was created so that women are protected, so that one, they have their own category. Two, they're able to play sports without even having to, what's the called? Get hurt, sexually assaulted, or even have domestic violence brought upon them. That's what Title IX was originally for, and now it defeats the purpose. The Me Too movement in 2017, albeit a great movement, also shares its misuse. While the Me Too movement gained attention to R. Kelly for all the bad things he did, you know, Aaliyah, God rest her soul, Epstein for his sex trafficking ring, and so on. It has also allowed people to abuse the movement, such as one woman in England, Laura Hood, who has accused her taxi driver of rape. The driver had to be stripped down and provide semen samples to corroborate her story. However, that got out and said no, due to a tracker on his car. People like Laura have made it difficult for men to date due to fear they will be called a rapist or get arrested and charged for sexual assault just for simply kissing their date. So far, there is not much the police can do since so many have or are doing this. It is estimated 0.5 to 8% of all rape cases reported However, like I said, that is still too many. Due to these people's actions, it makes it hard for actual individuals to come forward with their stories to get their predators charged. And the clothing movement. So, a little backstory. Clothing can act as a powerful tool in how a case of sexual assault can be perceived by others. The so called clothing argument of today suggests if someone wears revealing or suggestive clothing, they have brought it upon themselves. If you know, you know. This is a false narrative, as a survivor may be sexually assaulted no matter what they wear. They could wear a hijab, they could wear niqab, they can wear literally everything that covers them up, and still they are sexually assaulted. But clothes can also act as a defense mechanism just as well. Women through the late 1800s and into the turn of the century employed several different garments and accessories to aid them in their defense. Through the 1860s, women adopted crinoline, a foundational garment that helped to widen the skirt into a bell shape, spreading the skirts on the inside to allow the proper space to walk while also forcing a boundary between others. That is actually a very good thing. Research is highly necessary in this document. I am so sorry. A later form of improvised protection came in the form of hat pins. In the turn of the century, hats were so large that they required equally lengthy hat pins to secure themselves. On one side, it'd have like maybe a drawing or a metal like flower or something, and the other side will be completely sharp in it that it can kill a person. Not saying I would actually do that, but maybe I would. There were numerous reports of women prodding men of ill intent with these pins to ward them off. The media would call this the hat peril. In a moment, you will see a demonstration of this. This was part of the segment of its sister. Yes, the one you will not actually see. As early as the 1930s, there have been films giving women self-defense lessons against men who would do them harm, such as attempted SAR murder and the likes. Now, there are videos out there that you can actually see. One went around TikTok featuring a woman from Britain teaching young women how to properly and skillfully, might I add, in a long skirt, get rid of their attacker by any means necessary. Not saying I would, but maybe I would.